Hello, Gooners. Hello, football fans. We are in the North Bank. And if you want straight talking football, straight to the point, honest debate, good debate, then you've come to the right place. And we do this every single week. And we just want to give a straight talking and grow a community. Our goal this year is to hit 5K. So if we can hit 5K this year, that would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, come join the community, be part of something big. How much rotation is too much rotation? We're heading to Fratton Park with a massive Premier League schedule ahead of us. Portsmouth are struggling near the relegation zone, but if Arteta makes 8 or 9 changes, are we disrespecting the FA Cup? I've got a controversial predicted lineup for you today, and it might surprise a few of you. So let's get into the match preview. But before we do, how you doing, Statman Rich?
Brilliant, mate. And yourself, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm looking forward to this one. Right, you're going to give us a bit of history on the FA Cup, aren't you?
Yeah, the FA Cup was, the idea was 1871, and it's been going that long. There are quite a few winners, obviously. There's some interesting facts in this. So Arsenal have won it the most times, 14, as we obviously know. Portsmouth, our opponents tomorrow, have held it the longest. And they held it 6 years. That was because of World War II. So,
right. Okay. So due to war.
Yeah. So some more little history on it. Wanderers won 5 of the first 7 FA Cups. Blackburn Rovers were the first team to win it 3 times in a row, and that was in 1884, 1885, and 1886. Cardiff were the first non-English team to win the FA Cup. In 1927, they beat us 1-0. And the lowest ranked team ever to win the FA Cup were Tottenham in 1901, and they were a Southern League side.
So they're the lowest team to win the FA Cup, yeah?
Yeah, the lowest ever ranked team to win the FA Cup.
Now, the FA Cup also has a history of giant killing games, mate. So should we bring a few up and let people know about a few games?
Yeah, so I'm going to you're going to do the first one, aren't you?
I'm going to start with Wrexham versus Arsenal. It ended up 2-1 to Wrexham. That was in 1992 on the 4th of January. What can you tell us about that game, Rich?
Yeah, I quite vividly remember this one. It was the third round. Wrexham were in the 4th division. We'd gone 1-0 up. Then they get a free kick, and Mickey Thomas steps up, and he just smacks it in and equalised. And then late on, Steve Watkins he scores a winner, and that's us out of the. It was probably the most historic one in that sort of time.
I mean, that just shows any team can have their day, can't they?
Yeah,
you know. Right, you've got one that you wanted to bring up, didn't you?
Yeah. For me, I think, and this epitomises that era. It was Wimbledon versus Liverpool in the final, and Wimbledon famously, beat Liverpool. It was a Laurie Sanchez header.
Yeah, I remember that game.
And then Liverpool get a penalty, and Dave Besant makes that iconic save, and Wimbledon the crazy gang that was Vinnie Jones and Dennis Wise in that team went on to lift went on to win the FA Cup, and it's Wimbledon's only trophy.
Do you know what? They became legends overnight, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably, as I said, I mean, it is the ultimate giant killing because it happened in the final, and they weren't fancied at all, but they just scrapped and just got over the line.
Every dog has their day, mate, as we said, you know?
Yeah.
I want to bring up a third one, and then we'll move on to something else. But here I've got, this was the year I was born, mate. So nearly 54 years ago, right? 1972, on February the 5th, Hereford 2, Newcastle United 1.
Yes, that was Ronnie Radford with a spectacular 30-yard strike to equalise the game, with Rick George going on to score the winner. Again, another big upset at the time, and it's littered with it. I've got the one more, which was the Sutton United versus Coventry in '89.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
I do, actually. Yeah, I do. In fact, that was definitely a giant killing, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Sutton United were a non-league side and managed by Barry Williams, a teacher, I believe. They won it 2-1. Tony Raines and Matthew Hanlon scoring for them.
Yeah, so it just proves in the FA Cup you cannot take anything for granted. Not a thing.
No.
Right, should we go into the history of the two clubs that are playing tomorrow? So we're going to start with Portsmouth. So you're going to touch on the tactics as well, aren't you, mate?
Yes. So we know that Portsmouth have held it for the longest. That was in 1938-39 season, and they held it to the 45-46 season because of World War II, obviously, and that's there's no you can't help that.
No.
The club